Are van life influencers lying to you? Are they trust fund babies? Do they actually make money online, or is it all daddy's money?
Came right through the...
Go! Come here.
What are stars for?
Come on. Come on.
If we ever get to go. Hour 4 minutes.
It's good. We are now currently in Portland, Oregon. So it's kind of loud, it's kind of noisy. I have my little mic with me. One of the most common questions that I get asked when it comes to, traveling full-time and living in this truck camper is, how do we afford to live the lifestyle that we live, which is totally valid. From an outside perspective, I post so many videos specifically on travel aesthetic. I do post a lot of realities too. I post a lot of my adventures, so a lot of people are just like, how is this couple having so much fun and affording all of this? And the reality is that we work our asses off when we're not adventuring. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shelby. My boyfriend Anthony's not in the camper right now, he's getting his hair cut. I live in this truck camper with my boyfriend Anthony and our dog Stanley, who is currently taking a nap under this table. I do content creation full time, and as of last June when we moved into the truck and camper, Anthony has been helping me with my business. That way we could have some time to travel full time. La 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 la. This is so weird. I don't normally use a mic like this. So let's just get right into it. If you're new here, I like to kind of combine vlogging my adventures with you guys and having little coffee camper chats. So that's what today is, and as you saw last night, we had a little overnight camp stop along a creek and set up a little movie setup, which has been something we've wanted to do since the start of van life, pretty much. So last night we made it happen. It was raining, it was cold, but we had a million little puffy blankets and a new chair that we wanted to test out, and we just got this projector and an awning for our truck and camper. We just got a bunch of little mini upgrades, so we really wanted to test that out. But we are currently on the way to Oregon. Or we're in Oregon. We're on the way to Cannon Beach for a modeling and content creation job. Last night we had a quick little pit stop to camp out, and then what? And then this morning we were off to head to Cannon Beach, and right now we're in Portland. I wanted to do my little coffee camper chat now while Anthony's getting his haircut, but let's get into it. Are van life influencers lying to you? Are they trust fund babies? Do they actually make money online, or is it all daddy's money? I'm here to give you the reality of if that's true. That sounds so dumb. I'm here to debunk that. I am sure that there are some trust fund babies that live in a van, But the reality is, I doubt most trust fund babies want to live in a van full time, even if it is a $200,000 rig, because it can be an exhausting lifestyle. No, I am not a trust fund baby, neither is Anthony. Anthony is actually a custom home builder up until quitting his job to travel full time with me. The main reason we're able to travel full time is through content creating. How I got into content creation, I guess we'll start there. Long story short, spring of 2019, I graduated from college and I pretty much wanted to learn how to code. I had this app idea I wanted to develop, and I was planning to move to New York City. On a vacation that summer, I got invited out to drinks and with this guy, and he was asking me what I wanted to do with my life, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna learn how to code, get into developing this app, but I don't know, maybe not. Like, I also had this gut, pull that I just wanted to move out west and be a ski bum for a year after graduating from college before like figuring things out. We worked in Lake Tahoe at Kirkwood, and I was like, oh yeah, Lake Tahoe. I was like, knew nothing about the lake. I just remembered Lake Tahoe because of Woodward Tahoe, and I grew up park skiing, so I was like, oh my god, Tahoe. Long story short, I applied to a bunch of jobs at ski resorts around that area, and I just said, if I get the job, I'm gonna take it as a sign and move to Tahoe for a little bit and see where it takes me. I got interviewed for 2 of those jobs that I applied to, got both of them within an hour on the spot of the interview, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm not moving to New York City, I guess I'm moving to Tahoe for a little bit. Moved there in the fall. I worked for 3 months at a ski resort, it's great. I lose my jobs because of the shutdown that happened, and I was very, very broke. I lived alone. I decided that I wanted no roommates, so I had my own apartment to figure out how to pay for, 3,000 miles away from any family that could, help me. I did not want to move 3,000 miles away back to Pennsylvania. It was a really hard time. But I do genuinely believe that going through a really shitty time pushes you where you're meant to go. I never really believed in myself when it came to YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and I feel like that's the universe's way of just shoving me into the industry. Since I was 10, I've dreamed of being a YouTuber and traveling in a van as well along the coast of California, which is just funny to see where my life's at now. But I've had multiple YouTube channels growing up, and I've always deleted them or stopped them just because I was too worried about other people's validation and being cringe in school. Flash forward to the start of the shutdown, I downloaded TikTok and just started documenting my life and finding that spark again with documenting and not really caring what people thought started growing. And I started to question maybe I can actually do this full time. And flash forward to now, it's been able to literally fund our lifestyle and fund both of our dreams of living on the road. It was not easy. This was not handed to me. The whole reason we're able to do this is because I literally worked my ass off. This content creation or influencing is a really fun and rewarding job, but it also takes a lot of grit to create an engaging community. It's not just about getting 1 million followers or showing the most beautiful aspects of your life. There's a lot more to it, and I'm here to explain that and kind of share the details of what that looks like, and how more than likely, if you're watching one of your favorite content creators, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you don't really see. Anthony got a haircut. But you can't tell because he put a hat on already. We just got off of a call with the production team just to do something called a pre-production call, just going over the mood board and what time we're meeting and pretty much all the little details of how tomorrow's shoot is going to go. A little different from our typical content creation, but still pretty relevant. Yeah, so now we're on our way to a campsite that they booked for us, where we're gonna clean up our truck and our camper before meeting them for dinner. We're gonna meet them tonight. That way tomorrow it's not like meeting a bunch of people for the first time and then standing in front of a camera, because that's a little nerve-wracking. It's definitely better to meet everyone and become friends with them the day before. We just realized that we definitely needed to... Oh my god. There's elk right here. Look at that. What the heck? I'm just gonna do a little recap. It's 10:30, not go as planned. We met up with the production crew. Everything went super great. We got to meet everyone and it was really, really fun. We got our clothes. We got a rundown of what's to happen tomorrow. It is going to be a full day. We'll be working with them for 12 hours. I thought I would be showing you guys some of my content creation plans in work that I had to do this evening after meeting production, but I was there until 9:30. So I'm going to bed. I used to beat myself up and just work and work and work and not honor sleep or any aspect of rest, because I don't know, there's like this false belief that since my job isn't a real job to some people, that I just like had to keep proving and proving myself. And anyways, I'm not going to keep going down that rabbit hole. Sometimes with a creative job you have to be, or all the time you have to be adaptable. Between being a content creator and living on the road full time, nothing goes as planned. Things are always changing, and that's just the way it goes, and I've really had to learn how to roll with the punches, adapt my work schedule to what happens, whether that's because of traveling or clients. That's just the way it goes. Oh, and if you're wondering why my hair looks like this, the client wants beachy, wavy curls, and this is what I do to my hair to get that look without any heat. And since it's such an early morning, it's one less thing to do because I do have to do my makeup for this modeling shoot as well. So the more you know, I'll show you the results in the morning. You already know I'm making iced coffee first thing in the morning. It's 5:30. We're about to go to our first meeting point. Anthony got his beauty sleep. Also, this is Anthony's first modeling. Actually, he modeled before last year. First big modeling job. Anyways, we gotta go. Good morning. Says like, unbothered. I just want to smell the air. Yes, in Cannon Beach, there's a bunch of like domesticated rabbits that just hop around the town. Hey, we just got to our camper. It is 3 p.m. now. We just got done shooting the first half of the job. It went really, really well. We're just shooting like outdoor adventure foraging stuff. It's awesome getting to do like modeling that's in alignment with what we love to do. Production team is so nice and everyone really just got along. All of the models and talent like really hit it off, as well as the production side, so that's always really fun. But with that, it's also kind of more exhausting than content creation, because since it's higher end, the takes take a lot longer than just creating Instagram reels on your phone. And then on top of that, you know, normally if Anthony and I are just working together on a project, like we're used to being around each other, whereas when you're with 10 new people, it's just a little bit more mentally taxing. This is pretty much all I have time to do right now for the script for one of my reels. I use this platform called Notion to pretty much plan everything work related, and I'll just have like my work title here. This will be under like a work section where I have all of my client jobs for a month. And I'll start with like the concept of the brand, which this is what we eat in the day living in our truck camper. I'll fill in what the text title will be on the screen, the hook, which is, you know, the first sentence that I say, and then I'm gonna start writing the script. But we have to go and meet back up with production right now. You're a good boy. Not much has happened. Anthony and I are both feeling the same way, which is very tired. This lifestyle can like get exhausting, but at the same time, we're not always working or hanging around that many people at once, and my battery just feels so drained. And on top of that, I normally go to bed at like 9 p.m. and it is like, we went to bed last night like after 1 a.m. So it's just one of those days to honor how tired I am. They're playing hide and seek right now. Go get him! Go get him! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's so fast. Are you tired? Are you a good boy? Anthony and I chilled out all day, which I feel like we have not done in months. Like literally months. Normally, like if we have a day of no travel or no work, we're like working on something in the camper. So I feel like this was much needed. We really just relaxed all day. Anthony's getting a fire going right now, and really just relax and go to bed early. That way I can kind of just start my day off right tomorrow. Just really take advantage of our campsite. Aww. Don't go.
Losing your speed.
Good morning. I'm currently doing my email list because normally I send that out in the beginning of the week. I have this email list, and I'll include the link to sign up in the caption of this YouTube video if you want to. But it's just a little newsletter where I share updates of what's going on in our travels and adventures, and I have like a little like coffee camper chat advice section. I have a Stanley spotlight, which is my favorite photo of Stanley of the week. I have a section called Creation Station, which is a section where I share free tips every week on content creation and earning a remote income. I'm gonna get that sent out, and then after that I'm going to finish my 3 voiceovers that I have to do and show you how I do that finally. And then I think that's going to be the majority of my work for this morning, and I'll probably do a little bit later. But I want to be able to enjoy the rest of this campsite before we leave, but get this done before we go into town in Cannon Beach, because we're gonna explore around the town and have some fun later. I do this the night before, but like I said, I took yesterday as a complete day off, which I haven't done in a while. But first thing I did today was use Notion, and Notion is pretty much how I organize my whole life. So this is what it looks like. To-do list for today. So I'm gonna email some clients that I need to get back to like right now. Plan these shoots that I have to shoot throughout the next 7 days, my voiceovers, a reel on TikTok for today, a reminder to keep vlogging today, and just organize a content strategy plan for the next 7 days. I like to start on Sunday and pre-batch content for the following week, but I didn't even get to that this week, which is normally the first thing I do to prepare for my work week, because it is just 1,000 times easier if I already have content drafted and a plan of what I need to shoot that week. But yeah, I have my little to-do list here. some little, each of these are a separate page to, you know, just creative concept each of these video ideas, whether they're my own videos to post or ads that I have to put out. Here's a good example. So I'm still creating the voiceover for this one. So this is what it looks like. Okay, now it's time for the most awkward part of content creation, in my opinion, which is voiceovers. I already showed you like how I write out my script and creative concept on Notion, and I edit all of my videos in Splice. I don't personally know how I feel about Splice anymore because they haven't updated their app lately, and I can't use, they don't have the same updated text for TikTok anymore, which is kind of annoying because I pay for it. Splice, it's what I've been using for 2 years, and I already have the whole video edited, so now I just have to record the voiceover, go into audio, click voice. So we're gonna run through just recording the hook for now, which is the first statement that's supposed to get people to stop and watch. If you're looking for some fun camp recipes to make this summer, you're going to want to stick around for this video. We've been living out of this truck camper for almost a year now, and we're going to show you some of our favorite camping recipes to make. I think that was good. To make this summer, you're going to want to stick around for this video, guys. Then we used our favorite accessory, which is the griddle, because we can cook so much at once. Okay, I just got done with the voiceover for my Camp Chef ad, so now I'm just going to add text. Just got done with my voiceovers, and now it's time to leave camp. Yeah. I like that.
Like, he lived in a golden age of windbags. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Are you sleepy? Where'd it go?
Go further. You know, they say it's real, I've never seen it.
So we had a nice early work day, which has allowed us to just really enjoy the town of Cannon Beach, and now we heard that we might be able to see the northern lights tonight here. So we're about to go outside and see if we can see them. I'm feeling hopeful that we see some northern lights. Believe it, but we saw the northern lights last night, and I am still in shock. Like, that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my whole life. We have to start heading south because we're supposed to be going on a big Nevada road trip in 10 days from now. So we're just gonna kind of slowly migrate south through Oregon. I do have a good bit of work to do over the weekend. I normally do work over the weekend, so once we find a good stopping point, Anthony is gonna help me go through like probably 300 emails, and then the biggest thing that I like to do on the weekends is clear the emails and start doing a social media plan for this upcoming week. So I will be coming up with some film ideas and film days, as well as drafting and pre-scheduling content. That way I just have a lot less on my shoulders throughout the week. We just got to our destination for the night, and it happens to be by a really sick skate park. So we're both gonna skate for a little bit, do some bare minimum work for the day, so just getting through all of our emails. Yeah, cutie! About living in a trucking camper. Nothing goes as planned. And it's now, by the time we found a spot to overnight camp, it's almost 8. Oh, the joys of camper life. This is as good as it's gonna get for tonight. Just did a quick cleanup. I'm about to get a little bit of work done before hopping into bed. I'm tired, we don't want to cook, and I prepared for this. We loved Cannon Beach. There is a town over where we were camping out called Manzanita, which was just amazing. They have this awesome little grocery store, natural food store market. They had gluten-free and dairy-free lasagna, and I was like, I'm gonna get that for a night when I know I will just be too tired to cook. Hard at work. Tough day in the office, babe.
I think it was. It's like...
Good morning! We are en route to find the most ideal campsite for the week.
Let's go look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna fit through that.
It wants something more adventure. F1210 and there's a fork.
We went to go back to our lovely campsite that we love. We've been there a few times. And when we got back, they were doing a controlled burn across the road from where we were camping out. And so Anthony found this other spot that he's wanted to check out by a lake, which we haven't had much lake time yet this year. Google kind of put us on a weird route. We've been on it for like 40 minutes and we just had to turn around because it's way too narrow to find an alternate route. We're setting up camp right now and I wanted to show you how awesome our spot is. 2 jobs to shoot over the next 2 days, one this evening and one tomorrow morning. I just want to show you our the area real quick because it's super pretty. There's the camper. There's the beautiful lake, and I'm Stanley wanting to get a stick. Which stick are you gonna put? Give me that. Not only do we have a lake, but we have a beautiful stream. So we have our foil packets on the fire. This is the best part about the job because we get to eat it now. I just woke up to this. Been a couple of hours and I'm almost done. I just went through like 100 emails, just started organizing my content strategy out. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm just going to hide that right now since I'm done with that. And then as you can see, I have all these organized. Now is planning out any ads that have to go out on social media first, because I like to work my other content around my ads, because obviously I have to work with different brands' deadlines. So once I have those in place, then I go in and add my own content posting deadlines into the calendar. So this is another posting deadline for a camping company, so I'm gonna put that in my calendar. And basically I just go in and color coordinate every ad, and every video that I'm posting gets color coordinated in my calendar, so I can make sure that that gets done that day. So Thursday we're going to be at a new campsite, and I don't want to film this right now just because we filmed enough, so I'm going to put this off in a couple of days, but this is something I've been wanting to film. I shot a Granola Girl sandal review last year and it did really, really well. So I'm going to go here, and that's going to be a filming, editing session color. And then next week I have another ad going out, and now that I have all of this, I know what days I can plug in my other content. I'm going to go get ready to play outside with my boyfriend now, because he's going to kill me if I'm inside working any longer. Some more transparency. No, I'm not a trust fund baby. Am I the hardest worker in the world? No. Do I get to work and do what I love every day? Yes. It's like a really fun job. Sometimes it can be really stressful, but at the end of the day, content creation is not that deep. It just takes a lot of work, and you have to create valuable stuff. And I hope I do that. Like, I hope you like this video, and I hope it gave you some insight to how we make money on the road, and how it's possible, because content creation kind of seems like this impossible thing, but it can be pretty lucrative. And yeah, so I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go to the lake and enjoy my day, and I just want to thank you for watching. Bye!